Good morning, everyone. I hope everyone is able to hear me
Good,
and everyone is able to see my screen.
good
If
morning,
possible,
good,
can
good morning, sir.
sir, good morning, sir.
Sir, this is Vivekanand, sir.
Yes,
Yeah,
tell me.
actually, I could not attend some of the previous classes. Okay, I am going through the recording. Okay,
Mhm.
I'm having one doubt, sir. In the
Please,
yesterday's class,
please.
Smith and Zipkin
Okay.
say we are calling payment service from order service, right? That
No,
is the
no.
example.
Yeah, yeah. We are calling payment service from our correct, correct, correct. Yes.
Yeah. So there, it was mentioned like there is trace ID, span ID. That I am not able to get, sir. Where is the trace ID? Where is the span ID?
I shown you right in execution.
If you don't mind, towards the end of the class, can you please show it again, sir? If you don't mind, now you can carry. Once we are done, once we are at the end of the class, can you
Sir,
please show it again?
I can show that. Okay. To show that, it requires minimum 15 to 20 minutes.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
And it's clearly visible in the recording vision, in the recording session, in the console, in the Eclipse console, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can see first entry is a span ID. I clearly shown in the Zipkin console also. Maybe you might not gone through that area. Please check the yesterday's class from starting to ending.
Okay,
Okay.
okay, sir.
If you're
Okay.
still on top of that, if you are not getting, ask me. If you go through still starting to ending, okay, definitely will get it. Because if it's a 1 minute or 2 minutes or 5 minutes, I can do that. It will take minimum 20 minutes to start everything.
Okay. Sir,
Okay.
so here we are calling payment service from order. So order will have trace ID and span ID also, right?
Both every microservice will have a trace ID and span ID. Okay. But the
Okay.
point is one is unique. If I need to get everything right, okay, in one chain, trace ID is unique for entire chain. Order service will have the same trace ID. Payment service will have the same trace ID. Microservice 1 to microservice 20, all will have the same trace ID. Span ID will be unique for individual microservice. In span ID, order service will have its own span ID. Payment service will have its own span ID. That's the point. I
Oh,
clearly explained end to end. Maybe you didn't get a time or I'm not sure. Please go through the yesterday's recording video again and again. Maybe you'll get everything. Whatever the questions you ask, you'll clearly get it. If you're still not having a doubt, let me know. Okay.
sure, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Sir, one more thing. How many classes are left, sir? We'll be able to finish it off by next week. This
No,
course,
sir. No, sir. This month complete it will take.
complete
Mostly
month.
next month. Mostly next month also first week. Mostly I need to see because the class is going with a good collaborative way. Okay. Good questions, good discussions are happening, and I'm not compromising on the quality. I'm not compromising on the quality. So let it take. That's what I told at the time of demo itself. If you're hurry, don't join because when you want to learn the course, you need to pay some time, and the timings are strictly 1 hour only. That's what I can take. I cannot extend that. That's what I communicated in the demo time. And few people asked me, but I simply provided my updates only 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. This is what the timings are fixed for me, and it's not new. Whatever I communicated at the time of demo, same I'm continuing. At the time of demo, whatever I mentioned, I didn't change anything here. Okay, right? Clear?
Yes, sir. Sir, one more query, sir.
Yes,
Do you have anything like certification for microservices? Any certification is there?
sir.
Any?
Lot of certifications are there, sir, but not up to the mark, sir. Not up to the mark means even if you keep resume, that does not give any value addition. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
in my perspective, microservices certification is not like micro certification, AWS certification, Azure certification. They have some kind of popularity, they are some demand. But this is lot of small companies, lot of small things for money purpose they created, but it's not up to the mark in my perspective.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
People will only look for knowledge, not for certification. They will ask you a question interview. Okay. Especially in this situation, which architecture you will use? Why that architecture? What is the use? If I use another architecture, what is the problem with that and what is the problem with this? Something like they can come. For example, in this context, Zipkin and Sleuth is there as well as ELK is there. Why you will prefer ELK? That's the first question you'll ask.
Because it can handle bandwidth of any amount of memory.
Exactly. Until unless you deep dive into that, you will not get it. Right? So easily I can query a high volume of data also I can query. Second point, ELK is not only for distributed logging, any purpose. I have data, I need to save, I need to get it, I can use. So there are, I mean, just like I told one example here. Okay. Right. Now, okay.
Sir,
I want,
you'll be covering Grafana also, sir?
yes, it will be there, sir. I'll be
Okay.
covering Grafana.
Thank you, sir.
I'll be
Thank you.
covering Grafana also. But the order of preference I'm going. Okay. Everything, whatever I told, I'll cover everything. Okay. Yeah. Now, yesterday what I discussed is event-driven architecture. Okay. What is the event-driven architecture is? Sir, if I write 100 lines of code, the code will be executed when user is performing some action like click action, radio change action, drop down change, page load, page unload. That is purely user interface related. All actions, all events. Okay. So that is the user interface related. But with SOA architecture, we were able to achieve REST protocol. That is REST invocation. That is also event-driven architecture. Something like Paradise Hotel. I go to Paradise Biryani. I have a payment. All are in same screen. Submit order will be created. That is event-driven. But if I try from Swiggy or Zomato or Angular or React or Node.js, action will be performed at their end, which is also an event-driven architecture in case of microservices. But I want to give a full clarity on this for today. Just I explained a high level baseline for event-driven architecture. Before I proceed further, anyone, any questions so far? As of now, anyone, any questions so far before I proceed further? Okay. Now, I will take a scenario, sir. To explain event-driven architecture, I will take a scenario. What is the scenario is, I hope everyone is able to see my screen, event-driven architecture. Sir, I have an order service, sir. I am taking a scenario. Once the order service payment is completed, once the order service payment is completed, I have some 4 action items or four tasks I need to do that. Once order service payment is completed, I need to do 4 activities, 4 tasks or 4 actions, whatever. Stock service, which will update the inventory. What is that stock service is going to do that? It will update inventory means whatever the products I added, right? Once the payment is completed, right? Okay. Once the payment is completed, now how much I added, that what I need to I need to update inventory, right, guys? I need to update the inventory, right? So that stock server is going to take care of inventory updation. And I need to send an email to customer. Once I place an order in Amazon, you will get an email, right? Your order is created. This is what your order number. This is what your order total. This is what your payment details. Something like you will get an email, right? Email service. Okay. After that, I will also get an SMS, guys. I will also get an SMS to your mobile. Your order is successfully created. Your order is successfully created. I'll get a SMS also. And shipment will start here. And we are going to start shipment. So this is a scenario I'm taking, guys. Understand here? So once the order service payment is completed, once my order service payment is completed, I have 4 action items I need to do that. One action item is a stock service. Another action item is email service. Another action item is SMS service. Another action item is package service. So let me draw this and I'll explain you the code. Okay. So those who asked for a scenario, that's what I first of all, while I explained a high level about the description, then I'll go to the scenario. Then only you'll understand perfectly. Otherwise, it's difficult for you, right? Now I explain a scenario.
Sir, one
So
query, sir.
yes,
So here in the event-driven architecture, once order, we are calling order payment service, right?
yes,
Order service, which is internally called the payment. So
correct.
once that is executed, it will trigger an event and update all that in stock service, email, SMS, and package. Am I understanding correct, sir?
Yes, yes. I'm going
Okay.
to explain that only. That's
Okay,
what I'm
thank you.
going to explain. Okay. Yeah. Now, so ideal code is order service completely responsible for order management. Next, stock service. Okay. Which will update the inventory. Next, email service. Sending email to customer. SMS service. Shipment service. Starts shipment. Somehow this is a scenario. Now what piece of code, pseudo code I will write, sir? Pseudo code. Not exactly the code. In order service.java. Okay. In order service.java. If order object dot get payment object dot whatever the code I wrote, right? Same order service payment service, whatever the code I wrote, right? Get status. Order service dot payment response. That's whatever the code I wrote, right? In order service. Same like order object dot get payment status dot get status is equal to success. That means my payment object is success, right? Payment is success. My payment is typically success. So in case of success payment, what I need to do here, I need to trigger something like rest template dot exchange of whatever stock service, right, sir? Yes, sir, no, guys? REST template dot exchange of email service. REST template dot exchange of SMS service. REST template dot exchange of shipment service. That's it. This is the code we will use. Will you clear, guys, as part of this code? Once my order service is executed, okay, which is taking care of, I'll call one by one on this. Do you see any problem in this? Do you see any problem with this way of code and the way it is written and the way flow and workflow? Any problem in this case? What is my
Maybe hard coding somewhere?
Where we are hard coding, sir?
No, just assuming, sir.
Yeah. The assumption also should have a base point, right? Where I'm hard coding. Somewhere else, yes, sir, you are hard coding here. What is that hard coding point here? You
Okay,
mean
sir.
to say that?
Got it, sir.
Yeah. So my scenario is, hey, once my order payment is completed, then once the payment is completed, you need to update the inventory, and you can send an email to customer, and you can send an SMS to customer, and you can start shipment. These are my predefined guidelines, our predefined workflow. After this, this is done. 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 Everything is clear here. Correct, right? Do you see any kind of problem with this kind of code? Anyone? Vishwanath, Vinod, anyone? Chaitanya?
I think if one service breaks, other services will break, sir.
Okay, one service breaks, other service will break. But one second, sir. Let me one by one will, okay? But what exactly I need to do here? Why? I mean, for example, stock service is breaking. Assuming that stock service is breaking, I'll have a strict circuit breaker, and even I'll make a update, or SMS service is break, stocks email service break. Anything I can handle, right? As you mentioned, one service is breaking, I can handle, right? Maybe just like I'm giving update.
All these API calls are synchronous. Okay, it will take longer time, more time.
Okay, I have a time. I have a lot of time.
Maybe we are doing function overloading, oops concept, exchange. We are calling the same method with different parameters. Polymorphism. Not sure.
That's completely not valid, sir. Okay, we are not doing function overloading or polymorphism. I'm calling stock service, I'm calling email service, I'm calling shipment service. Okay, a humble request, please practice, sir, because the way you are thinking, it's completely not valid. Okay, please practice. What is a REST template that exchange? Just I wrote a pseudo code. Okay, it's not exact code. If you see the exact code, you will come to know. Please, it's my humble request. Kindly practice. Yeah. Now I will explain the problem here. Any other before I start explaining the problem? One point, who is that? I didn't observe. One point is all are synchronous. It will take time. That's a valid point. But a debatable point on top of that is, yeah, I have a lot of time. I don't have any problem. That's a debatable point. Okay. Still, I can agree.
So
yes.
This one is not like stream based, right, sir? These days everything is stream based. It's no more.
Why I need to go to stream? Now I need to go to stream based. Why I need to go to stream based? There should be
Because of
a
the performance and because of the scalability, availability, all those things, all
sir,
the
performance is
Kafkas.
concerned. Performance is
Yeah.
concerned. If performance is concerned, okay, I don't have much difference. If I do one by one, if I do parallel, I don't find much difference. Very, very few milliseconds only. And
Okay, sir.
scalability, high availability doesn't matter at all. Whether you call sequentially, whether you call parallelly, whether you call through a stream based, scalability, high availability doesn't come into picture at all. Okay. Important point is that is what event driven architecture I want to specify here. There is an important point I want to specify. Okay. Sir, assuming that this code is moved to production, there is no problem in the code. Okay. Everything is working as expected. There is no problem in the code. Okay. Somehow, what happened is just I'm quoting a scenario. It may be it's really valid scenario, but it's up to you whether you consume or whether you pursue this is the real time or not. For example, sir, it's a summer season. A demand for ACs, refrigerators, all the right. For example, all people are mostly prefer O general AC. Even everyone prefers. Okay. And my company, assuming that I started my e-commerce framework like Amazon, something like that, I expected a demand. Maybe per day, 10 units will be sell. I can sell 10 units. Okay. Per day, I can sell 10 units. Overall, 1 month, 300 units are in my inventory. Okay. Total 300 units are in my inventory. O general AC, 300 units are in my inventory. Okay. Just assuming, sir, these are all the assumptions and it may be valid also. Okay. Now, unexpectedly, in day one itself, all 300 are in the day one itself or within 2 days itself, all 300 are ordered. All 300 are ordered. Okay. Which is unexpected. Which is not expectable, which we didn't expected that. And I don't have any other inventory. I don't have any other ACs I need to purchase. I need to sell. All are over. It will take some time for me. It will take some time for me to procure one more 100 or 1,000 or whatever it may be. It will take some time for me to keep in my inventory. Till that stock is coming to my inventory, I cannot show in my UI. I cannot take any orders. This is little bit stringent. Is it valid? Is it a valid case or not valid case? It's a valid case as per my knowledge.
Sir,
Sir,
can you kindly repeat, sir, please, once again?
I'm repeating, sir. Okay. I'm repeating, sir. First of all, please listen. Okay. I'm repeating. Okay. I'm requesting everyone, please follow the class. Don't concentrate outside. Okay. Right. Now, the scenario is I have a O general AC, which is having high. I put a quantity in my inventory. I thought that this inventory quantity will be available for 1 month. It will be sufficient for 1 month. Per day, 10 units I am planning to, my target is I can sell 10 units per day, 10 into 30, 300. So in this May month or April month, I have 300 quantities available in my inventory and I put 300 quantity. But unexpectedly within 2 days itself, yesterday and today, all 300 are sold out. All 300 orders are created. All 300 units are sold out. and don't have any unit also available in my inventory, in my in my warehouse, till I get new inventory, till I get a new stock into my warehouse. Maybe it will take 2 or 3 days to get a new inventory to my warehouse. Till 2 3 days, I lost my business, right? And
Sir,
one more,
this is like supply chain problem, sir, or architectural problem, or technology problem, or what kind of problem is this one, sir?
my intention, sir. First listen, sir.
Right.
First listen perfectly till the end. Just only I gave one point. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Based on that point, you cannot know, right? First listen. Okay. Please, my humble request, listen the problem. Okay. After that, you'll come to know. Little bit patience for 5 to 10 minutes. Now, immediately, okay, my business is this, but it's unexpected. That's fine. Within next day, 100 orders are cancelled. Within next day, 100 orders are cancelled. Maybe I put for inventory. I put for inventory, sir. I ordered inventory with one more 1,000 ACs. Okay, something like I ordered. But next day itself, all 100 or 100 or 200 orders are get cancelled. As part of my cancellation policy, I need to return the money. Okay. And I cannot expect why customer is cancelled. I cannot debate also with customer. As part of my business policy, I need to return the money. But after 2 days, the customer cancelled. The customer cancelled after 2 days, not immediately. In the 2 days, I got new stock also. Now, what business owner is thinking? What is a business owner plan is? Okay. He got an idea in his mind. Don't update the stock immediately. Don't update the stock immediately. Okay. As long as payment is completed, don't update the inventory. Immediately don't update it. Okay. Once the shipment is done, for example, I ordered AC. I cannot get within 1 hour or 2 hours, right? Definitely it will take 2 or 3 days, right? To start shipment, it will take minimum big product, right? I cannot ship immediately within 10 minutes or 15 minutes or 1 day, right? It will take 2 or 3 days minimum. Till 2 or 3 days is a big days for me to do a business. I can continue my business. Right? So my business owner is putting an idea. Don't update the stock immediately. What is it? He is proposing a logic. Okay. The proposition logic is, if what is the code is? I need to cancel this call. I need to cancel this call here. I need to remove this call here. I don't want to trigger this call. At what time I need to trigger? At what time I need to trigger?
Once shipment is done.
Within shipment service. Yes, one shipment is within shipment service.java. Within shipment service.java. Okay. Within shipment service.java. If order object dot get shipment object dot get status is equal to shipped. Already customer received this. Customer has received this. The product is received. Already customer product is received. Then I should call REST template dot exchange of stock service.
Sir, does this happen exactly in the real time? Why? Because, say for example, we have placed an order in Amazon. Okay. So once we place an order, automatically order ID will get generated and that order ID will be percolated to different levels. Here, we are telling like once it is shipped, only then update the inventory. So does it happen in real time, similar way? In Amazon or Flipkart or Swiggy or any other vendor, please?
Sir, do you know that when they are updating inventory? Do you know in the UI?
No,
Do
sir.
you know,
Okay, we don't know, sir. I don't know,
right?
sir.
Yeah, right. So,
Why? Because in this scenario,
sir, please
say
give
in
some
case,
time, sir. Please give some time to explain.
okay, sir. Okay.
It's my humble request. Please give some time to explain. Okay, right. At what time they are updating inventory, we don't know. And we are not interested whether Amazon is doing like this or Flipkart is doing like this. We are interested towards on the design pattern. If Amazon is doing like this or Amazon is not doing like this, we don't worry because it's not our business. It's Amazon business or Flipkart business. My intention is if this scenario exists, I need to explain some scenario, right? If this scenario exists, okay, this may be one of the possible option. If this
Sir,
happens,
sir, so what we are trying to note is like Amazon can apply either this pattern or not, okay? But can you please tell where in
Mr.
real time?
Vivek, I'm really, extremely, I'm requesting you. Let me explain, man, first.
Okay, okay, sir. Sorry. Okay.
Let me explain, first of all, what is in my mind. Okay? What is in my mind? Let me explain, first of all. So that you will come to know, right? What exactly I'm explaining. What is the meaning of real-time scenario? Means, in my perspective, real-time scenario means, okay, I ordered a product and I get to my location. That is a real-time scenario. How Amazon is exactly doing the code, it is not my real-time scenario. How Flipkart is doing my code is not a real-time scenario. Whatever the scenario I'm explaining, do you saw in any of the products? That is my real-time scenario. Implementation is not my real-time scenario. Okay? And I request kindly wait for 10 minutes. Don't ask any questions. Let me explain what is in my mind. Then I will take all the questions. Okay? Let me explain for 10 minutes. Then I will take all the questions. It's my humble request. Okay? Then you'll, first of all, what is in my mind and let me explain. Only one word I told and you are thinking in your own way and okay, let me explain for 10 minutes. Then you will exactly understand the complete picture. Okay? Right. Now, if my order object dot shipment is shipped, okay, after shipment is completed, I will update my stock. I will update my stock. Why business is owner is thinking like that? Sir, today he ordered the product. Within 2 days, the shipment it will take 2 days to ship the product. It is not for every product. It is for big products. Something like I told, it's a summer vacation. It's a summer, a great demand for ACs, and this logic might not for all the products. Okay. So it is only for few products, and these are hot selling products. Now, what is the advantage you will get it? For example, if I update upfront inventory, then other customer may not ask the same things, right? What I will do here, I will wait for 2 days. Let the customer can cancel or not cancels. I have some buffer time. In the meanwhile, based on my current allocation, based on my current warehouse inventory, I can order other ACs or whatever. It's my business decision. From a software point of view, my business owner he's decided to implement a decision to update the inventory after shipment is done. And don't ask me why he took the decision, please. Okay. He's the owner of the business and he has experience in the business. He think like that. It may solve some problem. Whether Amazon is doing the same way, Flipkart is not doing the same way. I'm not the Amazon developer. I'm not the Flipkart developer, but I'm not interested what they are doing. I'm interested in a scenario. Okay. In one microservice, I have a change in workflow. In the workflow, I have a change. Just I'm putting with a scenario. Okay. Now with this architecture, with this kind of architecture, what I am trying to say here, if I update the inventory once the shipment is done, the percentage of probability with inventory adjustment will decrease. It will not become zero. The minimize, because very few customers, once order is completed, if they don't like the product or if they are not happy with the product, then only they will return. Or else if the return policy is also over, I'll update the inventory, maybe return policy within 2 days only I can return. Once the shipment is done and return policy is also something like, I'm telling here, return policy time is also over. That time only I will update my inventory so that within the days I can take new orders and I can fill my inventory based on the load and I can fill my, that is a business decision. I'm not interested on the business decision. How this is what I have an option where in the flow of microservices, like microservice 1 is calling, microservice 2, microservice 3, microservice 4, microservice 5. Okay. Rather than telling microservice 1 is calling 2, 3, 4, 5, I want to call 2 in 5. If I tell like that, sir, can you tell me a real-time example means? That's why I conveyed this message. Okay. So in a chain of microservices, microservice 1 is calling 2, 3, 4, 5. But okay, in the workflow, I want to stop calling microservice and call the same service in other service. If that situation comes only, which is a possible candidate, in any business flow, in a chain of microservice, sometimes I need to stop one flow. I need to trigger that flow in another microservice. That's a possible scenario which I can think of. In that scenario, what is the problem I'm quoting? So that's why I assumed a scenario before starting itself. I clearly mentioned this is what my assumption. I need to do some assumption. I need to teach, right? With some assumption, I need to teach, right? So that's why intentionally I simulated a scenario, like I putting a story of ACs and the demand is high and the customers are placing the order and they cancel the order and my inventory is blocked. I am just assuming the scenario. I quoted a scenario like that, which you can understand in such a way that you will follow like this. Okay. It may be Flipkart is doing the same or Amazon is doing the same. It doesn't matter. I don't know whether they are doing the same like this because I don't know at what time they are updating inventory. What I know here, I ordered the AC. I'm getting a AC. In the meanwhile, I'm canceling the AC. At what time they are updating inventory, I don't know. And I don't have any real-time scenario if I work on that. Okay. And I feel that this is a real-time scenario. What is my definition of real-time scenario is I placed the order in one of the framework and I'm getting my product. That is what my real-time scenario, which my perspective. Okay. So this is what in my mind. Now you can ask any questions, anyone on this particular explanation, on this particular scenario. Any questions you have, you can ask now. This is what I thought of telling. Anyone?
it becomes clear, I think, once we see some examples, sir. Coding example, we'll get clarity.
Definitely, right? First of all, I need to explain, right? Then coding example, we can see that, right? Yes, Vivek. First, you need to
Okay.
understand the scenario.
Okay,
Then
sir.
we'll see the coding example. Then you'll understand. Without coding, we cannot understand. Correct, right?
Yeah, sir. In the yesterday's class, you were mentioning some fire. What is that, sir? See, I could not understand it. You were telling some fire, some design pattern. You were telling yesterday's class.
Sir, it is not a valid context, right, sir? I'm telling something. You are bringing to some other point. I don't know why. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Please don't mind. I don't know, Vivek. Okay. First of all, when we are discussing a topic, you are dragging the topic to somewhere else. This is not a valid point, right? Please don't mind, because we are discussing a topic and you are pulling to a topic to a different topic. Okay. Please, if you have anything at the beginning of the class, at the end of class, common questions, I mentioned at the beginning of the class or at the end of the class. Okay. Anyhow, you asked, I don't want to hurt you. What is that fire? Anyone remembered, sir?
Fire and forget.
Okay. Fire and forget. Okay.
Asynchronous.
It's a common, yeah, I got it now. Fire and forget. Okay. It's a common thing, Vivek. I don't know why. If you don't involve in asynchronous programming, you'll not have an idea. It's asynchronous programming. Fire and forget is I'll fire a call and I'll forget it. I don't care the status. That is a default methodology of asynchronous programming. Okay, right. Please kindly stop there. I don't want to hurt your feeling. I asked it, but Vijay is telling, hey, you asked at this time. I don't want to hurt you. Fire and forget means I'll make a call. I'll not wait for the status. I'll not wait for the status. I'll fire the call. I'll forget it. That is the meaning of fire and forget. It is the basic methodology of asynchronous programming. Okay. Please stop there. And
so that gets covered as part of event-driven, sir? Example?
Yes, it will be. Yes, it will get covered.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Here the moral of this conversation is just we have to arrange the microservice calling in such a way that the inventory service should be, stock service should be called at the last once shipment is done. That is the thing we want to discuss here.
Yeah. So in a high level, I already wrote a code. Microservice 1 is calling 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I have a scenario. I don't want to call microservice 2. I want to call microservice 2 within microservice 5. Any scenario can apply. I told one scenario, but I have a situation in my business. One is calling 2, 3, 4, 5. Microservice 1 is calling 2, 3, 4, 5. But I am getting a requirement. Don't call 2 from 1. From 1, don't call 2. Call these 2 within 5. That's the requirement I am getting. Just like to understand that better way, I explain this case. Is it clear, Ansari?
Yes, sir. Let's suppose email service is failed. We are calling stock service at the last, and when the payment is success, and we are calling the email service. If email service fails, let's suppose it is email service is passing and not giving any exception, and SMS service is giving exceptions. So do we have to roll back the email service, or how we have to handle that?
It's your choice, right? What is your business is demanding? It's a business design, right? Yes, my SMS service is failed. Assuming that I got exception, customer mobile number is not reachable, customer mobile number is invalid, customer mobile network is out of coverage area, different reasons. Now what I need to do? In my perspective, it's my decision. If I am the developer at that time, okay, my point is I'll continue. I'll retry that SMS service. I have a retryable mechanism. After 1 hour, I will retry again. I'll not stop anything. I'll continue further. It's my design. The question you asked is, it's a design point of view, right?
Yes.
Yeah. In these decisions, right, whether this is failed, that is success, that is failed, this is success, you need to decide based on the product, based on the business, and it's a collaborative discussion with everyone is involved. Hey, this is failed, what I need to do. If that is success, what I need to do. That based on the product, based on the business, based on the everyone's mindset, you need to decide like that. It will change. It is not fixed. In this question, in this scenario, yes, SMS is failed. No big loss for me. I will retry. I will retry. And I put in my audit somewhere else, some tracking or event table or some tracking table will be there, right? In the table, I'll mention that a customer had this mobile number. I'm not able to send SMS. I'm retrying. I'll keep some message so that if some customer calls, hey, this is what the status I have, L1 support, right? They will go through this. 1 second, guys. 1 second. 1 second, guys. Please don't mind. So in that case, this is a decision is made here. Okay. Any questions on this decision, guys? Any other further questions? Now, in this case, if I do something like this, in this particular case, I want a architecture with a less impact. I want an architecture with less impact. What is the case here for me? One is calling 2, 3, 4, 5. One is calling 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Guys, 2 minutes, guys. I need to take some water. 2 minutes only. 1 second. I'm back. Sorry. Right. Now, Mr. Dev, I clearly mentioned, give me 2 minutes. I need to take some water. Maybe you're not here that. Okay. That's fine. Now the case is, if the payment is success, I want to call the stock service. Guys, everyone is able to hear me, right?
Yes.
Yeah, right. If my change the sequence, if I do like this code, I need to stop my order service, right? If I want to do this code, if I want to achieve this code, I need to stop my order service. Correct, right? Because my order service is, I wrote the workflow in the order service itself. 1, calling 2, 3, 4, 5. In that flow, I want a change. I need to stop my main service. What I need to do here? I need to go to order service.java. I need to remove this. Typically, I need to remove this. Understand? In typically order service.java, I need to remove this. And in within shipment service.java also, I need to. So 2 services are impacted for me. Order service is impacted. Shipment service is also impacted. Will you agree to me? If I want to implement the scenario, order service is impacted. Shipment service is also impacted. Right? Yes or no? Will you agree to me? Sir, if I want to implement this change, order service is getting impacted. Shipment service is also getting impacted. Sir, is there any problem, sir? Yes, it's a problem. Order service is a main flow. Order service is main flow. If shipment service is down, no impact. SMS service is down, no impact. Because I can retry or I can do. If my real order service is having impact, if my real service is having impact, because I need to stop the order service, I need to do the code change, I need to re-release the order service. Do you saw the problem in this kind of architecture now? Do you saw the problem in this kind of architecture, guys, now? So what is my point? Base point is microservice 1 is calling microservice 2, microservice 3, microservice 4, and microservice 5. Okay. In this particular flow, 1 is calling 2, 1 is calling 3, 1 is calling 4, 1 is calling 5. But I need a change in the workflow. What is the change I need? 1 should not call 2, but 2 should be called within 5. That is a change I need. That is the business decision I need. To explain that, I told this much of big story. Okay. And whether it's real time or whatever that is what I want to explain to understand this behavior. On top of that, if I do with this code, then my real business is impacted. If I tell my business owner, hey, I need this change. Okay, I'll do the change, but order service will be down. Hey man, if order service is down, the entire ordering flow will be stopped. Don't stop order service. Definitely alarm will there. I need to implement this without stopping the order service. Sir, business loss is okay, but complete business is down. That is not okay, right? If order service is stopped, complete business will be down, right? This is the problem statement. Is it clear to everyone? Chaitanya, Vinod, Ansari, and Vivek are there. Any questions here?
No, sir. Nothing as of now. Thank you.
Okay. Any other? Okay. If no questions, I'm good. In this way, in this scenario, I can use event-driven architecture. In this scenario, I'll use event-driven architecture. So, what is the problem here? I have a tight coupling with the microservices. Order service tightly coupled to stock service, email service, SMS service, shipment service. It's a tightly coupled nature. Having a tight coupled nature. I want a loosely coupled architecture. What do you mean by loosely coupled architecture? Order service should not know that it should call these services. It should not know. Order service should not know that it should call these services. And individual microservice should not know that order service is calling them. Okay? Order service should not know anything. Hey, I need to call stock service. I need to call SMS service. I need to call email service. I need to call shipment service. I don't want to do that. Order service should not trigger. Order service should not know that it should call these services. And also each and every microservice should not know that order service is calling them. Right? For example, online class. I am located somewhere else, you located somewhere else. But we are able to collaborate with each other. And tomorrow some other faculty comes. There is no change in mode. Today Vijay is there. Tomorrow one more person is coming. There is no change in the mode. Faculty is changing, but there is no change in the mode. Whatever the credentials I have, that will be passed to new faculty. He will join and he'll continue. There is no change in the flow. We are not asking a new faculty to create a Zoom meeting ID. I need to circulate new Zoom meeting ID to everyone. You need to join the new Zoom. We don't have any change in the workflow if the faculty changes. Rather than Vijay, some other X will come. So class will continue from there. I'll tell that I stopped here. A loosely coupled architecture. Order service should not know that it should call these microservices. And individual microservice should not know that they are coming from order service. Can we do that first of all? So what I'm trying to say here, we have a tightly coupled nature because we wrote order service tightly coupled to these services. Okay, but I want a loosely coupled architecture. Can I do that? That is the purpose of event-driven architecture. What is the proposal here? I need to keep a temporary memory queue. I need to keep a temporary memory queue here. Once order is completed, I no need to write any code. I don't want to write any code of communicating stock service, communicating email service, communicating SMS service, communicating package service. I don't want to write any code. Order service code is typically my new way of writing the code. My new way of writing the code is within order service dot Java. What is the code here? If order object dot get payment object dot get status is equal to success. I will not write any code here. I'll push this record to the queue. Queue dot add something like, I'll explain all those things, guys. I'll keep this order object in the queue. Okay, that's it. Once order service is completed the payment, I will only push the data to the queue. And so that order service duty is, hey, I'm done. I'll keep my data in the queue. That's it. I'll keep my data in the queue. That's it. And all these services, what are the services I am thinking here? All these services. What are the services here? Stock, email, SMS, shipment. I will write a code. They will monitor this queue. This queue is monitored by all these microservices. Monitor means what? Whenever a data come into the queue, it will listen to that queue. It always listen. Hey, any data is there or not? Any data is, it will listen. Once the data is placed, stock service will process, email service will process, SMS service will process, shipment service will process. Please don't go further. Is it a one queue or is it a multiple queues? How it will take? First, forget about technical implementation. Concept wise, I am teaching. Please don't worry on queue. Don't worry on monitoring. Okay. I just requesting to focus on the design. Implementation, please don't focus. Okay. What is my approach here? Once the order payment is successful, I'll place the order into the queue. That's it. Order service job is over. In the background, stock service will monitor the queue. Email service will monitor the queue. SMS service will monitor the queue. Shipment service also monitor the queue. And they will process. Individually, they will process.
Sir,
If I have,
sir, sorry to interrupt you. So as mentioned, this is more like a trigger wherein once if it is success, then once payment is success, then that event is success means then back at the back end, stock, email, SMS, and shipment will take care, right, sir?
correct. Yes, that's the point. Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Now, if this architecture is there, assuming that this architecture is in place, now with this change, what is my change here? I want to stop the stock service, updation of the stock service. I want to handle within shipment service. I'll not have any, I don't have any impact on the order service, right? Do I have an impact in the order service if the new design? I will disconnect this workflow. In the backend, I'll disconnect this workflow. I will only stop the shipment service. I will only stop the shipment service, guys. I only stop shipment. I don't want to stop any other things. Inside shipment service, I'll call this stock service. Okay. I will disconnect the flow without impacting order service. I will disconnect the flow with the order service. I'll disconnect the flow with the order service to the queue to that stock. without impacting my order service. I am not stopping my order service. My duty of order service is placing the data into the queue. That is my duty of order service. That's it. In the background, I will stop the chain. My stock service is there, shipment service is there, but a chain will be stopped. In the shipment, I'll stop the shipment service. I'll call the stock service within the shipment service. I'll start it. It does not break any flow for me. My business will continue. It does not have any flow with the break. It does not have an impact on the flow. Okay. Maybe I'll continue tomorrow, guys. If you have
Sir,
any questions,
can I have couple of minutes, sir, if you don't mind?
Sir, I already time is over, sir. Please don't mind. I took
Okay,
already
sir.
10, 12 minutes. I'll
Okay,
take
sir.
tomorrow one.
I will go through video, sir. Zipkin video, audio. So if I have any doubts, can you clear tomorrow, sir?
Tomorrow morning, you need to join at 7 o'clock. You can start.
Okay.
Or because sir, my timings, please understand, I'm a working professional. Not only to you, I'm telling everyone, I'm a working professional. And if there is a delay, a traffic will be huge in Hyderabad. I need to reach my office. Okay.
Okay.
You are
sir.
an employee. I'm also an employee. Kindly understand. That's what I have not changed anything, sir. Whatever I told at the time of demo, the same I am continuing. At the time of demo, if I mention 1.5 hours after you subscribe to the course, I'm changing. I'm not doing like this. At the time of demo, I mentioned the same timings. Now also I mentioned the time. Okay.
Okay,
At
sir.
least today something.
I will go through the Zipkin recording, sir, tomorrow. If I have any doubts, kindly clear it tomorrow, sir. Please allocate some time tomorrow.
Devendra, I don't
Hello?
know, sir. Sir, okay, Praveen, please. Devendra, can you be there in the call? Others can drop.
Okay,
I'm
thank you.
requesting Devendra to stay in the call.
Shall we drop, sir?
Okay, sir.
Yes,
Yeah, please,
yes,
everyone can drop, please, if you don't mind.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, sir.
Everyone, I'm
Bye.
requesting to drop.
Yes, I'm in the call.
One second, Devendra, please. Ansari, can you drop? Okay, I will remove him. Yeah. Let me stop
Yes.
the